Good evening everyone and welcome to the opening round here for Formula 1 Racing League FRL Season 5. We're getting underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. 5.4 kilometers await these guys here tonight. 15 corners which should really push the guys here in tier 2 to their absolute limits. And with a new season comes a new commentator. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Shwmae Mike, and I'll be taking you through the action all season for tier 2. And of course, what a better way to start it than right here in Bahrain. A fantastic track, very good for racing, and we should be seeing a lot of action going on as we're going to go on board with the Red Bull of CRL Alex as he opens DRS, and this will be the rundown into turn 1. So we'll go on an entire lap with Alex as he picks out his braking point into turn 1 just before the 100-meter board, braking down into second gear, get the car slowed down, get rotated as we go through turns 2. Very easy to lose the back end through 2 as we go up through 3. DRS wide open once again, the first of 3 DRS zones on this track as we go into turn 4. Once again, another easy place where you can lose the back end at the first sector split. It's going to be a 28.2 as we are in the S's, where we saw the infamous battle between Hamilton and Rosberg way back when. If you guys remember that in the chat, let me know as we come up now towards what is one of the trickiest corners of the track, the turn 9 and turn 10. It's been very easy to lock up and just take a very poor line through there as we got DRS wide open again. And now the elevation change as we go up the hill through turns 11 and now into 12. Stay away from the inside curb because it's very easy to spin out as we go into turn 14. You want to take around about half of the inside curb there just to open up the exit for you as we blast down now towards the final 2 corners, 14 and 15, and that is a lap of the Bahrain International Circuit there with Alex, who sets a 27.6. So a good lap there from Alex. We've got the Mercedes crossing the line now, and that's going to be Ryan Reb who puts it on provisional pole with a 25.7. A very good lap there from Ryan as Alpha Wolf in the Scuderia pops in behind with a 26.3. We've got the Alpha Tauri now coming to the line, and he sets a 29.7 as we got Matey going across here in second place, not too far off Ryan Webb's time. So we're getting some competitive lap times coming in between these guys as we got Otapa now who crosses the line in 6th and is immediately dropped down to 7th by Oliver, who pops himself up into 4th place. Now we have another Williams of Dog Arbs coming to the line. And what will this be for the Williams? He goes up into 3rd with a 26.2, and the McLaren right behind him, who I believe is just starting his flying lap, and that is De Pole in the lovely papaya pink, papaya orange. I got my colours mixed up for 2 seconds here. Papaya orange McLaren as we got the Alfa Romeo of V8 just getting himself underway. So we're getting the first few times coming in. So interestingly enough, we got Wester on the set of the mediums, Alex on the set of the mediums, Otapa on the set of the mediums. So once they switch over to the soft tyres, we should be seeing a lot quicker times coming in from these guys. But he touches the inside curb there, turn 12, and that's why I said you gotta stay away from it, Otapa. Stay away from the inside curb, it is lethal. As we got the Ferrari to the line of Aiden, who puts it on provisional pole at 25.6. Aiden F1 absolutely flying here in the Shakira deserts here in Bahrain. believe we got the Mercedes of Kyle R 2000 about to get his lap underway, as well as Riker. I believe that is how it is pronounced, I'm not sure, but De Paul puts it into 4th for the 26.1. A good lap there from De Paul, as we got the Williams coming into the pits now. So next across the line will be V8 field. It's a new season, everything reset to 0, and from what I've been told, this is a very competitive division for me to be commentating over, and I'm expecting a lot of close racing as V8 field goes up in the 9th for the 27-0. As now we're looking around to see who will be the next person to cross the line. I believe it is going to be Kyla. I believe Aidan is on a cool down lap. I don't think he's going to be going for it, but Kyla get very close to the curb there through turn 12. He is purple in the middle sector, so this could be there or thereabouts for Kyle R, as he runs down now to the final 2 corners and gets nice traction out of there, and to the line will come Kyle, and it is going to be a 26-1. So what we're seeing now is a bit of a gap start to form as we go right there, putting it in 11th with a 27.5. And for Westy now, who is on the bubble inside the top 10 on those mediums, the question does arise: does he go out and improve on a set of the sauce, or does he wait to see what happens later in this qualifying session? But right now we have the racing point of Duke, who is on an out lap, and we'll go on board with the McLaren of Nils, and he is coming up to turn 12 now, taking it lovely. It's a bit off the pace in the middle sector, but we'll see what this will be for the man in the McLaren as he comes now into the final corners and opens up the exit, gets the traction down to the line. Will go Niels, and he puts himself up into 8th inside the top 10 now for Westy. He does need to put on a set of those soft tyres, and good thing he does have a set of those soft tyres on right now, because he will need to improve. And we're going to go on board with Tenured Frog as he runs now down towards the end of his flying lap. And we'll see what the man in the Haas is capable of as he opens up DRS now to the line. And it's going to be a 27.6, and the only person now left to set a lap time is the racing point of Dupe, and we have been joined by Cohen in the Renault, so not sure if he will be out there setting a lap time or whether he'll start from the back due to joining the lobby late. Time will tell, but we're on board with the man in the racing point as he takes a very narrow entry there into turn 13, and that definitely would have compromised him a little bit. You really want to use all the track possible to you, as he does exactly that in the final corner. I believe we just had a new fastest lap being set by Matey as he improves to 25.2. A fantastic lap there from the man in the Red Bull as Duke gets himself into the top 10 with a lap time of a 26.7. Tenured Frog has invalidated, so the next man across the line will be this man, Wester, who set his lap on a set of the medium compound tyres. He's outside the top 10 now, so he made the smart call to jump on a set of the soft tyres as we go through the middle sector. He is a second up. This will put him there or thereabouts with Ryan Webb and Aiden's lap time if he can hook up this final sector. Third gear, avoiding taking too much of that inside curve there, and to the line will come Wester, and he is going to put himself into second is a a Red Bull family front row lockout right now with the Red Bull and Alpha Tauris there on the front row. As we got Dogba improving up to P5, and I believe we just had Alex there improving up into 9th. So we're starting to see times coming in quick and fast as we got yellow flags in sector 3. Oliver on a bit of a cool down lap. Alpha Wolf now. Alpha Wolves, who is just starting his lap. As Aiden also improves there with a 25.3, gets himself back up in the second and just under a 10th off of Matey's time. We've also got Kyle on a lap as well. We got the Renault coming across the line as Alpha Wall State improving in the first sector. 0.08 of a second up on his lap time right now. As we head to, in my opinion, the trickiest corner on this track. Very easy just to scrub off a lot of time here at turn 10. But he navigates it fantastically and gets the power down as we run up to 11. A bit of a lock up there into 11, and now we go into 12. How close does he get to the curb? Gets pretty close. He's up by 3 tenths right now. This is enough to get him ahead of Dog Arbs, as he is currently on for a 26.0 or a high 25. So here comes the Scuderia to the line. Just over 5 minutes left in qualifying, and it's a 25.9 there for Alpha Wolves. So very good lap there for Alpha Wolves. As we got Kyle R coming to the line now. What is the Mercedes going to do? He's going to duck out into the pit lane, so he wasn't improving. The next man across the line will be Cohen, who ducks out into the pit lane. I believe Otapa is the next man to cross the line, so we'll jump on board with Otapa, currently in 17th place as we come through the final corner there. What is this going to be for Otapa in the Williams? He's going to get himself up into 9th there with a 26.2, a very big improvement there for Otapa. Get himself right up there in the mix in that midfield pack. And Derpol now, next man to cross the line. We do have the Red Bull of Matey behind him, who is just getting himself ready for a hot lap as Derpol improves by over 4 tenths to get himself up into P4. So a fantastic lap there from the man in the McLaren. As we have the Alfa Romeo of V8 Field, who is on an invalid lap, so we'll come back and check on him at a later point when he gets a lap going. We got Geordie here on a set of the mediums, and this is interesting because to get on the mediums he needs to do a low 26 or a high 25 just to really be in that position to say he's safe. We'll have to see how that goes for him, but currently on board with the man on provisional pole, Matey, as he runs down towards turn 11. Geordie actually retiring from the session. Looks like he's lost the back end in the final corner, and that is definitely a shame. So on board with the Red Bull, he is marginally up on his time now. Will the provisional pole time be improved here, or will he just miss out? As we run to the line, no, he's backed out of it. He realised it wasn't good enough. Oh, as we go on board with Ryan Webb there, getting very tail happy there out of the final corner and marginally improves on his time. So imagine what he could have done if he didn't have that snap of oversteer in the final corner. Just imagine what he could have done. So gonna go on board with 10-year Frog, who is going to be the first man to start his flying lap. And now we're in the crunch time of this qualifying session. Everyone in the pits right now, I think, are out of this qualifying session. So matey Durpole, both the McLarens actually, and actually we got a McLaren coming out of the pit lane there. Interesting. He's going to be hard pressed to really get around this lap. But we're going to go and stay on board with the Haas, who is up by half a tenth in Sector 1. Pressure maybe starting to get to 10-year Frog here, knowing that he has to improve, and improve big time to really challenge the top 10. The rundown now towards turn 11. We do have the Renault. I believe that is Cohen behind. We go for the middle sector. 10-year Frog has backed out. He has backed out, but what about Cohen as he comes from the middle sector now? What's this going to be? It's a 4.8, and that's thereabouts, but the understeer, and he just invalidates it at the end there. And with 15 seconds left on the clock, he's going to be hard pressed to get across the line, but we'll see if he does. Can the Renault get this lap going? Yes, he can. What about the McLaren behind? Yes, even the McLaren gets across the line. Okay, so on board now with the Ferrari of Aiden. Can Aiden take pole position away from Matty? I'm not sure. As he comes to the line now, it's a 25 flat, and he takes provisional pole away from the Red Bull. The Ferrari is on the top step right now, as we got the racing point, and I believe that was the Red Bull of Alex there, getting himself up there. Now Drogba's to the line, and he improves by 3 times, gets himself up into P5 as we got Kyler to the line. Kyler doesn't get himself higher up the order, and neither does V8 Field, as we got the Alpha Tauri of Wester now to the line, and he does improve and gets ahead of the Red Bull, as we got Ryder getting himself up into the top 10. So here we go, as we got we got 2 more laps coming through now, as we got Cohen now in the final corner, just ahead of the McLaren of Niels behind. So what's this going to be? It's going to be P13, but the McLaren gets himself into the top 10, pushing Kyle down into 11th, as the qualifying session is now over and done with, and it is Aiden on pole position here today. So there we go, the Scot on the top, on the front row, in pole position in the prime spot here today, and he done it with a 25.0, just under a tenth ahead of Wester in the Alpha Tauri. Then we got Mate in qualified in P3 with a 25.2 ahead of Durpole in 4th, Dog Arbs in 5th, Ryan Webb in 6th, Alpha Wolf 7th, Niels in 8th, 9th for Riker, Alex rounding up the top 10. And outside the top 10 with 3 choice of tire compound, we have Kyler, Otapa, Cohen, Oliver, Jupe, V8 Field, Great Gainer, 10-year Frog, and Geordie going to be starting at the back of the grid. Whew. That was a very quick and rapid qualifying session, and now we get ready to go racing here at the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sharjah in the Bahrain Desert. And what a historic track this has been since its inclusion way back in 2004. That record currently being held by Pedro de la Rosa from back in 2005, a 31.4. We'll be seeing those times getting beaten here today. Race distance of a full race is over 308 kilometers in length for full race distance. However, we are doing 50% here, so half of that, we're still looking at over 150 kilometers here for this race, as we got 29 laps awaiting us here for the opening round of the FRL Tier 2 champion. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering whose lovely voice you're hearing right now, I am Shwmae Mike, and I'll be taking you through the action throughout the season here in Tier 2. So looking at the tyre selections outside the top 10, not a big surprise there. We got almost everyone on a set of the medium compound tyres, and we got V8 Field and Geordie there on a set of the hard compound tyres. And it's going to be interesting to see how these strategies play out. The soft tyres, not very good race tyre here in Bahrain. The preferred strategy is definitely the mediums to hards, or I mean, you can do the hards to softs or even the soft to hards, but as it says right there, the one stop medium to hard there on the predicted pit stop strategy, they're popping up on Kyle R around lap 13, lap 12, 13, thereabouts. We wait to see if we get the predicted tyre strategy for the soft tyres. And there we go, lap 7 to 8. It's looking like it's a two-stop according to the game. However, I do know that you can do soft to the hards here. So we'll see who goes to the two-stop, who goes to the one-stop, who will survive, who will come out on top, who will take away the maximum points here for the opening round of this brand new season, Season 5. And we will see now who will come out on top. 29 laps await these guys as they funnel now into their grid positions as we await those 5 red lights. And we'll go on board with the man in pole position, Aiden, as we wait for those 5 red lights. Here they come, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and we are underway to start off the brand new season here. And it looks like a very good getaway there for the McLaren, as it looks like we got the Red Bull under pressure there. The Mercedes diving it down the inside of Kyle. Oh no, and that is not how it's done. Into turn 1, a lot of eager exit, eager heads there going into turn 1. A lot of damage and a lot of front wing carnage going on early here in Bahrain, as we got, oh no, the Haas there of Tenured Frog there spinning in the background, as we got the VSC coming out, and rightfully slow, as we got Kyle R with a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And look at the penalty situation we have already. 3 people with 10 seconds of time penalties, and we got 3 with 5 as we get back racing once again. It looks like Derpol has caught the Red Bull napping there on the VSC restart, and they're going to be side by side on the run up into turn 11. Who is going to have the upper hand? The Red Bull will have the inside line, and gets it done. Oh, will the McLaren fight back? He's done the switchback mid corner, and he's going to try to hang it through, but no. Mate there keeping it ahead in second place, and it's been an absolutely appalling start on the opening lap here for both of the Mercedes, who I believe has dropped multiple positions as we look at the position change. And Aiden all the way down into 16th. Aiden, the big loser here. at the start of this race, as we're going to see a lot of people coming now into the pit lane, a lot of position changes going on. However, I do believe that that's got more to do with the game glitching out as we wait for the deltas to come back to us. As we got the Red Bull versus McLaren, we got the two Renaults not too far behind of Cohen and Wrecker, and there we go. We have the deltas are starting to sort themselves out once again, as we got Otapa looking around the outside of Cohen there into turn 10. He may get the better exit, and he does get the better exit, but does he have to run? Does he have the straight line speed? He's going to move to the inside for turn 11. Is he going to outbrake the Renault? No, he doesn't. He sticks behind, but gets the better momentum mid corner, and now they're side by side through turns 12, and the Renault there getting on the curve, and I think that's compromised him massively as he tries to fight back, try to get himself back up into P5. Meanwhile, we got Alpha Wolves there, and I believe that time delta is a bit wrong. He's more than 300ths of a second behind the car ahead, as Otapa able to defend once again from Cohen there for P5. And Oliver not too far behind. He may be thinking about a lunge. He had a little peek at it, but didn't want to take the risk. Smart driving there from the man in the racing point. And now what we have is an interesting spread. We got Aiden all the way back in 16th place, the man who put it on pole position, all the way down into 16th, caught up in the lap 1 turn 1 carnage. And now on a set of the hard tyres, he's going to be hoping for a safety car to get himself back into this race. And of course we got this lovely four-way scrap for 5th place going on right now, as the Renault are caught all over the back end of Otapa there for P5. These guys on the medium compound tyre, so this is important, as Cohen, he makes a half-hearted lunge at the inside. Otapa there just giving a bit more, just aware of it. He just didn't want to back out there, as we got, oh no, that's our 10-year frog. Yes, it is 10-year frog around, spinning as the Haas goes. And 10-year frog, he is not going to be happy with this, as I believe Wester there setting the fastest lap of the race and has already got a commanding lead to Durpole in 2nd place, as we got 10-year frog has retired from the session. And that is not what you like to see. Oh, his old Tapper there getting very hot under the brakes, almost going straight into the back of the Renault. And will this be a safety car? VSC. The yellow flags are still out. Surely not. No, we're back green once again. And we go back on board with this battle for 2nd place. Getting past Durpole there, so he is now up into 2nd place. We got Riker right on the back of him, looking to try and get himself up the order. And with Durpole's 5-second time penalty, it's going to be very tricky for the McLaren to really hold this off. As you see, the Red Bull going very defensive there, breaking the slipstream, breaking the toe, and he's able to keep the position because of it. Meanwhile, back in this scrap for P5, Otapa still on the back of Cohen, and then we got Oliver on the back of Otapa, and then we got the other Williams of Dogbarbs in I'm saying his name wrong every single time, Dogbarbs in 8th, and then we got Alpha Wolves trying to make his way to the back of these guys. Then we got V8 Field holding on to the back of Alpha Wolves. And on board with the man who put it on pole position, and that was Aiden. You can see just how much he has lost in terms of time to the race leader. He is now... Oh! Wester has left the session. Our race leader has lagged out of the session, and that's going to be... Oh, as we were side by side there. Just like the Mercedes were back in 2014. I believe it was there. Dirtball and Matty side by side for the S's, and Matey gets the job done as we got Dog Arbs getting through on Oliver there for P7. So soft tyres still working good there for the Williams. However, we are starting to get to that point where the soft tyres are starting to become second hand compared to the mediums. And I think the saving grace here for Wester, oh, as we were on board with Mate, as he almost goes straight into the back of the McLaren ahead. The saving grace for Wester out in front is that even though he's lagged out the session, these guys have been battling, so they haven't closed up as much as they could have. As we wait to see, is the Red Bull going to make this move? He has more ERS available to him. He's going to move to the inside as we go down into turn 1. Mate gets his car stopped. Dirtpole looking for the switchback, but does mount the inside curb at turn 1, so he doesn't get the best line. But will he have the run? Going down into turn 4, he has the run, but doesn't want to risk it. And I think that could have been a very tasty situation. There's Aiden has left. Aiden has left the session. Now this unfortunately is an issue that's been going on in the Codemasters game for the past, I'd say past week and a half, since the release of the PlayStation 5 and the last update for the F1 game. It has been just lagging people out of the session, and that is just not on from Codemasters. It needs to be fixed ASAP, along with the timing graphics as well. We should not be having glitches in multiplayer as much as what we have been. As we're on board with the pull, as he is actually going to pull out into the pit lane, going for an early stop. Is he going to go to the mediums or is he going to go to the hards? Oh, he's gone for another set of softs. So third pull there, 2 stopping. He gets rid of his 5-second time penalty, and now we got Riker now on the back of Matey for 2nd place now. We still got this this little train going on for what is now P4, as we're starting to see the first round of pit stops now starting to come into effect. Those going for the 2-stop strategy. As we go on board with, I'll tell you what, we're going on board with Riker. Riker, as he follows the Red Bull, gets a little bit out of shape there on the exit of turn 12. Is that going to allow Riker to close up? But one person who is closing up slightly is Old Saba. And he has a lot more ERS available than Cohen ahead. As now we got, I believe, the Red Bull of, Red Bull into the pits. And we have the pit stop strategy saying lap 13 there for the hards if you're on the medium compound tyre. But I believe the 2-stop window is open right now. Leave another 2 laps and you should be fine to jump onto the hard tyres and take those to the end if you are already on the soft compound tyre. And the Red Bull of Mate actually comes out on the set of the hard, so he's going to be taking those to the end. Dirt pole now, penalty free. He served that 5-second stop go in the pits, and he is still right behind the Red Bull. So I think this is going to be a tasty battle, but I believe the McLaren should be making light work of the Red Bull here. The tyre advantage he has right now is immense. The grip advantage will be immense as well, and I believe the Red Bull's not really going to fight this. Or he might. He's going to go around the outside, swooping around the outside. And there's still wheel to wheel. Was that a bit of contact? Yes, it was. A little bit of contact there. And I'm not sure. I think Mike did reset the track. And I don't think that is allowed. Hang on, let me just check the rules again. Have we just seen the rule being broken here in the stream? We're going to go on board with Kyle R now as he goes around the outside of V8 field and gets himself up into P5. And now with those soft tyres being as worn as they are, it's going to be very difficult for Riker to keep his teammate behind him. Oh, yep, the resetting the track is actually banned. So, mate, he has been caught on stream resetting the track, and he will take a hefty penalty for that infringement there as I get into the pits, and his teammate there getting every bit of slipstream possible as he continues on. It'll be interesting to see where Riker will come out relative to Dirt Paul, and Wester has actually gone for a two-stop strategy as well. We just realised that. So the Alpha Tauri is going for the two-stop, and to be fair, he does have that kind of advantage where he can make the two-stop work. Riker now, he is down in 11th. He has a bit of traffic ahead, and that is going to be difficult for him to get through as we got mate after that spin, and he probably will be taking a penalty for resetting the track as we got Dupe there side by side with V8 field. Had a little luck down the inside then, didn't he? And we got Kyle R trying to recover his race from the lap 1 incident, and it was a Mercedes who went down the inside into turn 1. A very risky move there from whichever Mercedes it was. I can't pinpoint the Mercedes who it was, but it was definitely a Mercedes. As Wester gets past Dupe for P6 and now sets his sight on V8 field, and will have the DRS and has a straight line speed. He may actually just look for the double dive, perhaps. No, do you want to think about the double dive? He goes for the one move and the one move only. Smart call there from Wester, and now he'll have another bite the DRS to get past Kyle R down towards turn 4, and job done. Up in the 4th place now for our net race leader. Or is he our net race leader? Because he'll have to make another pit stop, whereas these guys up ahead 7 seconds up the road. Could be very interesting indeed. The strategies coming into play is a mix and match here in Bahrain. Lap 11 of 29. Cohen is your current race leader ahead of Otapa in second, Oliver in third, Wester, who has made the pit stop, going for the two-stop strategy, 7 seconds off the back of that battle for the podium and the race win, and he'll have one more pit stop to make. So the top 4 all need to make another pit stop. Paul, who had to serve a penalty in the pit lane for lap 1 incident, he has managed to get himself into a decent spot. He was battling with the Red Bull of Matey, who is currently down in P11. Little bit of contact made through turn 12, and Otapa now into the pit lane. That released Wester up into third. So Otapa being the first one to chuck on a set of the hard compound tyres, and this is where we'll see where he is relative to the likes of Riker, who was only just ahead when he came into the pits. And here we go, Otapa on the back of Matey and Riker. And this is crucial because Riker and Matey were battling for second place along with Paul. Paul needs to make a pit stop, as does Wester. And now Otapa has just thrown himself into the mixture to potentially get himself a podium. We're going to go up towards the front end as we got Oliver now trying to get back on. As we got Otapa getting through on Mate as they were wheel to wheel, side by side there. And I believe Mate there with the DRS pulls ahead, and the Williams can't fight it, but the Red Bull now out of DRS range of the Renault up ahead, and that's only going to help Otapa as we got the top 2 into the pit lane now, so that will release Wester back into the race lead as we got Otapa going into the back there of the Red Bull. Little bit of contact made, as he'll move to the inside for this move into turn 1, gets the job done. As the Red Bull goes into the back, little bit of a bump there between the two of them, as Mate with a fantastic run out of turns 2 and 3. He's going to have the DRS, he's going to try it around the outside, but can't get it done. Maybe take the tighter line to go side by side through the S's a la 2014. No, he thinks better of it, but there's more contact. He's pushing Otapa through these corners now, literally. And that has given Riker the absolute gap that he is very thankful for right now in the cockpit of that yellow banana coloured Renault. He is going to be loving life at the moment, knowing that these guys are battling behind. He can build that gap and maybe try and get himself in the hunt for a possible race win, because we know that Wester needs to make a pit stop, as does Paul, but definitely in the hunt for some good points here in the opening round. As we got Paul, is he going to be able to make the move on V8 field? Both have DRS as Kyle R into the pit lane, and Paul will maybe get the move done as the V8 field hanging it around the outside in turn 1, and he'll have the inside for turn 2. Turn 3 will belong to Paul though, but DRS will be in favour of V8, who may try it back down the inside. He's done a little bit of a half dive there, and Paul allowing the space here as Otapa maintains himself ahead. As we got a big old battle going down into turn 1. I believe we just saw Kyle R and Jupe there side by side. As Kyle R exited the pit lane, he may try to come back at him, but we're going to go back up towards this battle as we got the Renault of Cohen side by side with the Red Bull of Mate, as the Red Bull of Mate will have the inside line and will be able to keep a hold of P7 for the time being. Oh, Willie, because here comes Cohen with ERS engaged. He's going to look down the inside, and we got a safety car here in Bahrain. And Mate picks himself up a 5-second time penalty for a serious collision there with Cohen, and I'm gonna try very quickly to if Aidan is in the chat right now, do you have an invite to get back into the lobby? Because while we have a safety car, I can provide those invites out as we got Wester into the pit, and he will come out now in... Where will he come out to? He's going to come out behind Otapa. Doesn't make sense for Otapa at the pit. Doesn't make sense for Cohen at the pit, and Cohen will come out in... Well, he's behind Wester. So Wester with that safety car comes out in P3. So we have a safety car here on lap 15 of 29. Everything is going to be bunched back up again, and penalties will matter even more. So I'm quickly just going to check, see if Aidan has an invite to get back in. Okay, so Aidan doesn't... he's in a bit of a rage right now, guys. He's in a bit of a rage. Doesn't feel like getting back into this race. And understandable after what happened in lap 1. However, if he was to jump back in now, he would have a chance to come back in this race and get himself some decent points, because safety car's out. I don't believe he's been lapped. I don't think he's been lapped. He's not lapped, so he would be on the back of the pack and able to make his way through. So I think just weighing up the options for Aidan is the case right now, as we start lap 16 of 29 under the safety car. It is Riker who leads ahead of Otapa in second, Wester in third on a fresh set of the mediums. Then we got Cohen in fourth with a penalty for making contact there with Mate as the safety car was deployed. Durpol in fifth on a fresh set of the mediums. V8 in sixth, also on a fresh set of mediums, but with a penalty to his name. In fact, let's have a look at the penalty situation. So only 3 penalties there still to be applied. We got Great Gamer with a 5-second time penalty. We got V8 with a 3-second time penalty, and Cohen with a 5-second time penalty. And that is going to be costly come the end of this race, because it is very easy to lose multiple positions because of a safety car that comes out, bunches everyone back up, and the DRS trains, they begin to form. Will the safety car be in at the end of this lap? Who will come out on top here in round 1? Will it be Riker? Will it be Otapa? Will it be Wester? Will it be Durpol? Let me know in the chat. What is your predictions right now? Safety car is in this lap, so is on Riker to set the pace, and he'll bunch up the pack. Oh, Durpol. Durpol's had a spin. He's had a spin under the safety car. and he's picked himself up a penalty. He's got a 5-second time penalty, so he's made contact with someone. And now Otapa with a fantastic launch on the safety car restart. Down the inside he'll go into turn 1, side by side between the Williams and the Renault. And the Williams comes out on top, but that opens things up for Wester to have a pop now at Riker. As we run down into turn 4, this position's changing right, left and centre down towards the midfield, and it looks like Wester unable to get the move done at this moment in time, as we got Cohen and V8 side by side as we go into the hairpin, and V8 getting that move done, and now up into P4. And now looking at what's going on elsewhere, we got Great Gamer who's around, front wing off, and it's unfortunate for Gamer there, and it looks like Durpol got damage from the collision and where he spun, because he has gone into the pits to put on a set of the hard compound tyres. We've got Kyle all over the back of Cohen, and they're going to be side by side now on the run down towards the final corner, as is Mate and Niels behind. Oh, it is very close between these guys, and Cohen loses out there multiple, as we got the Ferrari front wing off there, and I believe that's, yep, that is indeed Alpha Wolf there, taking a bit of wing damage, front left end plate damage, as we got Aiden's AI getting through on, as Cohen's actually retired in the pit lane. He's had enough. It is unfortunate to see people jumping into the pit lane to retire, as we got Alpha Wolf with our wing damage trying his best to compete. However, I feel that he is going to be dropping back down the order as this race goes on. Meanwhile, we got Wester looking at the back of Otapa for the race lead. Well, not too far behind him, we got this lovely train going down from Otapa all the way down to 7th place, and the only one with a penalty out of this train is V8 Field. Wester, oh, the door was left wide open there for Wester to just stick his nose in and to get that move done, and now he's using his ERS to try and pull away. Riker down the inside of Otapa as well. They're going to be side by side, the Williams and the Renault once again, duking it out here in the deserts of Shakia, and it is the Renault this time who comes out on top, and now will try to close back up to Wester, but he's not close enough. Will Otapa think about a dive? He's broken a bit later. He's down the inside of the Renault, and the position there side by side as V8 again right into the back, and I think that's front wing damage here from V8 Field, as Dogbarbs tries to have a little look on V8 Field for P4. Is getting very hectic right now as Mate gets ahead of Kyle R. We got a battle between the McLaren and the Mercedes of Niels and Ryan Webb for P8, as we got Alpha Wolf there just still trying to keep it behind, as we got Dogbarbs trying to get through on V8 Field. V8 now with that wing damage. This is crucial. Can the Williams get the better run? I believe he's just got tapped up the rear there from the Red Bull. Oh, it's an absolute slipstream fest now towards turn 11 as we go up the hill. And Mate there with superior traction gets the move on Dogbarbs. And now we'll look to try and get past V8 Field. Wester in the meantime has managed to pull himself a 2.6 second gap, and here goes Mate, gets through on V8 Field, gets the job done. Oh, bit of contact, oh my god, into the wall, and Mate is out, and V8 there with a 5-second time penalty, and we have another full course safety car here on lap 20. Everyone into the pits now for a fresh set of tyres. Riker, Otapa, V8, Niels, Alpha, Oliver, Aiden's AI car coming into the pits, or is he back in this car? I'm not sure. I believe he's not. He's not in his car. That's a ghost. So Aidan, if he had came back into the session, he could be looking at a good haul of points here. So we're on lap 20 of 29. Wester staying out on those mediums. Doggarbs in second place now on the set of the hards. Kyle R and Ryan Webb, the two Mercedes, deciding that they were going to stick it out. We got Geordie in fifth. Riker now on a fresh set of the soft compound tyres, as is Otapa and Nils. They are going to be rapid, but I feel that at the end of this race they will be feeling the effects of that tyre wear. And on lap 20, everything has been reset once again, and oh, it's gonna be a hectic one to wrap up this race. Lap 20 of 29. Safety car out. Wester in the lead. Doggarbs in second. Kyle R in third. Ryan Webb in fourth. Geordie in fifth. Riker in sixth. Otapa in seventh. Nils in eighth. Alpha Wolf in ninth. Oliver in 10th. That is the top 10 for you guys right now. V8 in 11th. Aidan, who is not in the session, this is his ghost, running around in 12th. We got Great Gamer in 13th. Durpol in 14th. And Dupe in 15th. And this has been a saving grace here for Durpol, who was up at the top end battling it out. Could have been in contention for a race win, but makes a mistake on the previous safety car restart, spinning around, had front wing damage I believe, and he made contact with someone and had lost it. However, I do feel that this race will be followed by a lot of steward reports coming through. However, first race, everyone's always a bit too eager, and that is what I think we've been seeing here today. Eagerness to perform. You may not be able to win the championship on race one, but you can very well lose it by absolutely just being over eager, scoring no points, and then obviously if you in the process hinder someone else's race, then of course you could be looking at a qualifying ban, race ban of sorts, such as that, as I believe the safety car should be in at the end of this lap. So we will be having eight more laps under full racing conditions here, as we wait for the confirmation of the safety car coming in at the end of this lap. Everyone is bunched up together. There is the signal. Safety car in this lap is now on Wester to back everyone up, to back up the pack. And now Wester, he is going to have a bit of trouble here, because what you'll have behind now is very fast, fresh, soft tyres of Riker and Otapa trying to hunt him down. But between Wester and Riker, there are four cars. As Wester backs up the pack, and Wester's gone. Wester has gone, and we are back racing. We're back green once again, as it looks like Ryan has got a fantastic start there on his teammate, as we got Riker maybe having a look down the inside. Oh, Otapa there trying to make a free wide mid corner, and he does make a free wide mid corner, and guess a double overtake, a triple overtake there as he gets through. Oh my god, that's Geordie off. Geordie there, a bit of contact there with Riker, and he has gone around, as we got Riker getting through on Kyle R now up into 5th place. Otapa already up into 3rd, so Otapa now up into 3rd place. Ryan Webb down into 4th. Will Doggarbs move over for his teammate? Will he allow his teammate to just go straight on through? Will it be team order here at Williams? As Riker down the inside of Ryan Webb. unable to get the move done. As we got Otapa now down the inside of his teammate. Can't imagine Dogob's really fighting this one too much. No, he doesn't. So now Wester has to absolutely fly right now, because he's got Otapa right on his rear, who should be closing in. He does have a Otapa has a 10-second time penalty. I'm not sure where that has come from, but Otapa with that time penalty will definitely drop himself down the order. As we got Riker now trying to get into a position where he can maybe go ahead and try and challenge. However, we do have a lot of penalties going on here, as Dirtpool looking to get the move. It's 3 wide behind though. The Racing Point, Alfa Romeo and Mercedes. There, Oliver, Kyle, V8 there, 3 wide into turn 1, and it is Kyle who comes out at the short end of the stick. As unfortunately, due to Kyle staying out, not risking it for the pit stop, he is now under pressure from absolutely everyone, as he picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. Now, this is where the Williams strategy will come into play, because Otapa, well, as mate has left the session, Otapa has he got it in him to catch up to Wester, close him up, battle him, and slow him down for his teammate to potentially pick up this race win? That is the question right now for you guys in the chat. Will Otapa back Wester into Dogobs? Let me know in the chat if you think that will happen, as we got Dirtpool trying to get himself back into a good position here in this race. It has been up and down for the man in the McLaren all race, but he sets the fastest lap with a 28.8, as we got Dogobs there being overtaken by Riker, and that is going to compromise things for Dogobs. He really needed to stay ahead of the Renault, but we got Otapa now all over the back of Wester, and Riker not too far off Dogobs. As long as he can stay with Riker, I think he'll be safe. We've got Reese Webb under pressure now for Dirtpool. Dirtpool with a fantastic run out of the S's, down the inside into the hairpin. No, backs out of it halfway through, but gets the better turning and the better exit, and this side by side, wheel to wheel, bumping wheel to side pod there, as we're on the run now into turn 10, and Dirtpool backs out, but looks for the better exit, gets the switchback line, and will have DRS. Is he going to be close enough to make this move into turn 11 as we go towards turn 11 up the hill? No, he's going to stick behind the Mercedes for the time being. Dirtpool, oh, he got on the curb there at turn 12. That's not what you want to do. You risk ending your race every single time you touch that curb. Ryan Webb versus Dirtpool for P5. Up ahead you got Dogobs versus Riker for P3. Otapa, here he goes, moves to the inside. He has taken the race lead here on lap 25 of 29. But unfortunately for Otapa, has a heap of penalties to his name. As Dirtpool, he just does not have the ERS to really attack Ryan right now, so he's got to use the grip of those tyres. He looked for the better, tighter exit, but he couldn't get it, as we go into the SS once again. And Kyle are now all over the back of Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf now with a full front wing, I believe. Yes, he did get the front wing repaired. Oh no, he didn't. No, he's got half a front wing gone. That is unfortunate. And look at that, now we got Oliver into the mix as well, right behind Dirtpool and Ryan. And now Oliver may be sniffing an opportunity here to maybe chuck himself up into a possible podium positions, because if he can get past Dirtpool and then get past Ryan Webb, he is on for that final spot on the podium. As we got Wester closing up to Otapa. Should really be able to get back through with DRS. He wants to win this race on track, not on penalties. And here he goes. He's going to go to the inside. Will the Alpha Tauri be able to get this move done, as Otapa is going to try and hang it around the outside? He's able to hang it there, and he'll at the inside for turn 2 as they wheel to wheel through turn 3. Neither of them have DRS, so it's all going to be about who breaks latest. Otapa has outbroken Wester there through turn 4. They're still side by side, and we got, oh no, is that Kyle? Kyle's off. Kyle is off there at turn 3 as Otapa was able to keep ahead of Wester there for first place. And now look at this, Riker right on the back now of Wester, and he's brought Dog Obs along with him. And Ryan Webb not too far behind neither. Oh, we're going to be treated to an absolutely fantastic final few laps here. Wester, Dog Obs, Ryan Webb, Oliver, any one of these guys could pick up the race win here today. Durpol, Riker and Otapa all have penalties, but they play a key part in the final few laps here, as we get ourselves now onto lap 27 of 29. Here comes Wester. He's going to look to the outside this time of turn 1, and he should be able to get the move done before even making the corner, but no, Otapa sticking it down the inside. And what we have now is a very interesting situation, because now Wester, all he has to do is stick behind Otapa, but that is not the racing spirit that Wester is displaying here. He wants to win this race on track, and rightfully so as well. As we got Alpha Wolves here picking himself up a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help his cause, currently in P9, as we got Oliver all over the back of Durpol. Is he going to be close enough to make anything happen on the run down now into turn 11? I don't think so. Oh, actually, the overspeed. Down the inside goes Oliver. Oh, Durpol tried to get the switch back, but it was severely compromised there. As they're side by side, Oliver will have the inside. And oh, Durpol getting too close to that curb once again. And now Riker is in DRS range of Wester. Otapa and Riker, whose penalties will drop him out of this fight, may be handing this fight in favour of Dog Obs and Ryan Webb, as Wester gets through on Otapa once again into turn 1, but this time he was already passed before the braking zone. And now we'll see if Otapa can fight back. Those softs now are towards the end of their life, as Riker sticking in behind Otapa, as Dog Obs picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. That's opened things up now for Oliver to get a podium. Unbelievable. We are seeing a monumental battle going on right now. Who is going to get on the podium here? We're seeing penalties coming in quick and fast. At the moment, I believe the finishing order would be Wester, Ryan Webb and Oliver, but anything can happen as we're on the penultimate lap of this race. Wester, our race leader, ahead of Otapa in second, Riker in third, Dog Obs in fourth, then we've got Ryan Webb in fifth, Oliver in sixth, Durpol in seventh, V8 in eighth, Alpha Wolves in ninth, and then round the top 10 we got Dupe. But we have one more lap to go for round 1 here at Bahrain. Otapa with DRS but has no ERS to attack with. What about Riker? Riker has nothing as well. These guys are absolutely spent on ERS. Dog Obs still keeping it ahead in P4, ahead of Ryan Webb, as Oliver sticks ahead of Durpol, but back up towards the front. Riker still unable to get the move on Otapa. He had a think about the dive. It's like a Ryan Webb really closing up there in the braking zone on Dog Obs, as we got Oliver still keeping it ahead of Durpol. We have half of a lap to go. I think Wester has done enough here to stay ahead, to keep this lead. As Otapa's tyres have reached the absolute cliff, he is losing time. Hand over fist to Wester ahead. As we now go on board with our race leader as he comes to the final corner for the final time. It is Wester who picks up the first win of the season here in Bahrain. Wester there with the victory as Wester's dropped down to 4th. Wester dropping down to 4th. Did Wester have a 5-second time penalty? Ryan Webb is declared the race winner. Dog Obs in 2nd, Oliver 3rd. I am really confused by this. Very confused indeed. Oliver will pick up the driver of the day as voted for by the Co-Masters fans here. But yeah, I am perplexed right now. I have no idea what has gone on at all there. But Ryan will actually be the man on the top step of the podium then. And Wester, who to my knowledge had no penalties, doesn't even make it onto the podium. Unbelievable. So I'll run you through the orders real quick. Yeah, Wester didn't have a... Oh, this is terrible. So Ryan Webb will pick up the win here. Dog Obs will pick up 2nd. Oliver will pick up 3rd. Wester 4th. Riker 5th. Durpol 6th. 7th will be Otapa. 8th V8. 9th will go to Geordie. And 10th to Duke. Fastest lap will go to Durpol. Then outside the top 10 we'll have Aidan, Alpha Wolf, Great Gamer and Kyle R, our remaining finishers. Then our non-finishers, Nils, Mate, Cohen, Alex and Tenured Frog. But I am seriously confused about what has gone on there. We had Dog Obs with a 3-second time penalty and Oliver was much closer than 3 seconds. Ryan Webb, no penalties, but it has been a very interesting opening round here, and one that I think will be looked at by the stewards. A lot of incidents, a lot of controversy, especially at the end there with Wester not being declared the winner, even though he crossed the line in 1st, had no penalties to his name, and that's going to be something that's going to be talked about. I can guarantee you that. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed tonight's racing. I have been your commentator for this evening, Shwmae Mike, and we will catch you next week for round number 2 as I quickly get the calendar out so we can quickly have a little look at what round is next on the calendar. So the next round will be at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix. So until next week guys, I've been Shwmae Mike and we'll catch you next time.